Geeks and gamers, it's Jeremy coming to you with another video. And today, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about Solo, a Star Wars story, because what else is there to talk about? How's everybody doing today? I know this is still going to be inverted, and I'm not really sure what is going on because I've checked my settings and everything. I've checked my settings. I don't know why my camera is doing a backwards mode right now. I am filming from a Google Pixel XL2. It worked for like the first 7 or 8 live streams I did from it, and now it's flipping me around and I don't understand what's going on. But we're just gonna have to deal with it and go from there. So you guys know how these live streams go. Once we hit 1,000 likes, we're going to see if this thing crashes. I'm going to record on my Note 8. I'm going to record once we get close to 1,000 likes to see if this thing crashes again. This crashed on us 3 straight times now. For 3 straight live streams, once we hit 1,000 likes, this thing crashes. And it's unbelievable. I don't understand it. I reached out to Team YouTube. They gave me a generic link. I had Lauren look into it. I mean, obviously, we're not doing anything wrong on our part. When we hit 1,000 likes, this thing crashes 3 straight times now. So, let's see. Do you use the Pixel mic? Yes, I'm using the Pixel mic when I'm live streaming, absolutely. And it's a really good mic. I'm definitely enjoying the phone. The Pixel 2 XL is a better camera, front-facing camera than my Note 8. I'm probably gonna go out and buy like a Canon 70D or one of those very soon. So yeah, Star Wars Theory is streaming right now. I actually super chatted him just to give him a shout out for. There's a plane going overhead, so if you guys hear that. Yeah, no, Theory is whatchamacallit, streaming, and so am I. So GLP says Pats and Alabama bandwagoner. So what? I've been a lifelong Alabama fan my entire life, and I've been a Patriots fan for, I don't know, I guess like maybe 10 years now. The reason I'm a Patriots fan is because I'm a Tom Brady fan. So if you want me to explain this, I can. Most people don't like to talk about sports on here, but whatever. You want to throw bombs, we can throw bombs. I knew who Tom Brady was before you did because I'm an Alabama fan. Tom Brady played at Michigan, and in 1999, Tom Brady beat the shit out of Alabama in the Orange Bowl in his final game. I didn't like Tom Brady. I wanted Tom Brady to fail miserably after he destroyed Alabama. So I spent the next 6 years probably cheering against Tom Brady, hating his guts, wanting him to fail, predicting he would fail. And eventually Tom Brady continued to prove me wrong every step of the way. So eventually my hate turned to respect. My respect turned to me becoming a huge fan. So I'm a Tom Brady fan first and foremost. I don't follow pro players, because I didn't grow up in an area where we had a pro team. So I follow players, so that's why I like the Patriots. So, boom goes your bandwagon comment. Destroyed by facts. I apologize in advance. Okay, let's get off of football, because I know all of you are going to jump out of here quickly. So, the real question is Campia going crazy, says Andrew O. You know, I think he is, man. I see he shut down his comments again after he takes shots at fans again, and I don't understand it. The topic at hand is for my video here, and we have about 600 people watching right now, so thank you all for joining, is Dork Side of the Force. They are quickly becoming the biggest shill site on the internet. And Gary Berneska said, Solo made history, the first Star Wars film to flop. Yes, sir. Dork Side of the Force, there's the headline right there. Boycott Solo, the Star Wars story. You're not a real Star Wars fan. So we're not real fans according to them. And I'm not going to give this article the time to read all of it. His thought process is basically, hey, if you didn't like The Last Jedi and that's why you didn't go see Solo, that's stupid and you're an idiot, and he's revoking our fan cards. That's hilarious. I don't care what he thinks. All those guys from Dork Side of the Force have blocked me on Twitter, and I don't think I've interacted with any of them, so it just shows how intimidated they are by what we're doing. So continue to be intimidated, continue to throw shade at us. It really doesn't matter. It's okay. Avanonymous, $2. John Campion needs to shill out. And by the way, if you guys saw my previous video this morning, I did announce the winners for the Geeks and Gamers t-shirts. And just want to congratulate everyone. A few of you already reached out to me, so go watch today's upload. And I can't remember the title of it, but it's got the SJW freaking out when Trump won and screaming to the heavens. That's the thumbnail. Watch the end of the video. I announced the winners of the Geeks and Gamers t-shirts, and that was just to thank all of you for all the super chats you were sending and all of the support you showed during these live streams. Incredible stuff. So Count Zoroff, wait, what's next? Episode 9 and New Woke. Yeah, exactly. England D, these people need these people didn't make Star Wars sequels, they made Spaceball sequels. R2 Me Too, that's a hashtag. In England, if you saw, you won one of the Geeks and Gamers t-shirts. I don't know if you've responded to me in an email yet or not. Fan addicts of the film, this will be a weekend long remembered. Yes, it will. But like I've said many times, that second weekend is going to be key. That second weekend is crucial. So we had to pay attention to that. Second weekend drop is going to be monumental right now. Gary said, now I expect to see a world-class bullshitters video of boxed Star Wars toys in store dumpsters. Yep. I'll be on the High Council tomorrow night too, so just stay tuned. Ferdinand Thomas, keep it up, Jeremy. Tell the truth. It only hurts those in hiding. I agree with you, and thank you so much for the support. Benny Warren, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Haw Bitten Jeremy, big fan. I've always wanted to hear your you say wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. I'm sorry, I butchered all of that. You guys know I can't read. I'm from Alabama. So again, today's cup is the Rogue One cup. I didn't really have time to go through my cups. I have so many of these, but we do have the tropical storm making landfall here in Florida, which we are smooth sailing. We moved past it. It's not really affecting us here at all. So, but thinking about everybody that's in the path of that. But typically, tropical storms aren't a big deal. I've been through so many hurricanes, but it's the tornadoes. This is the thing. Tornadoes scare the living hell out of me. I've been through a lot of hurricanes. The only thing I get scared of is the tornadoes that the hurricanes produce. That's what's scary. So, Jonathan Wilson, the force is strong with you, Solo Bomb. Thank you. Rick Tier, Fandom Menace and Proud. Thank you. Odin's Movie Blog. Last Jedi dropped 68% for the second week. Can't wait to see. Can't see how this won't drop as much, if not more. I hate math. Brian says, you brother, thoughts on the theory that Stupid Ass Robot is a parody of Kathleen Kennedy that OG directors put in and nobody caught? How possible is that? I can't directly speak to the droid because I haven't seen the movie. I've heard I've heard the story arc with this droid, but it wouldn't be fair for me to speak on specific theories on that because I haven't seen the movie and I'm not going to see the movie anytime soon. So I apologize for not having more information for you on that. But I've heard a lot of stuff going around about that L337 droid. And going back to Odin's Movie Blog, he says The Last Jedi dropped 68% in the second week. I don't know if Solo's going to drop 68% because Solo didn't have the opening that The Last Jedi had. So, I mean, it's possible, but I'm just saying, I don't know if that's going to happen because The Last Jedi opened at 221 million domestically, and obviously word of mouth was really bad for The Last Jedi, and that's why it dropped in its second week, whereas the Force Awakens only dropped like 39% because word of mouth was good. People went to see The Last Jedi, and they were like, no. Now, if you look at Solo, now again, haven't seen it, but if you look at Solo, I would argue word of mouth is much better for Solo than it is for The Last Jedi. I will say that. Now, I don't have any hard data for that. That's just a feeling looking at the community, looking at how people are responding. It feels like more people are definitely liking Solo than liked The Last Jedi. So that second week drop is going to be interesting. Dwan Morris, Oh shit, where'd it go? So many comments. There we go. Dwayne, is that Dwayne Morris? Okay, I'm sorry. What are the box office numbers for Solo? The TV series won't tell. They are scared of Disney. Oh, the box office numbers right now are estimates, but right now it's an estimated $101 million domestically, which is a massive, massive drop off right now. Massive drop from what they expected. Worldwide numbers, I don't have the estimates on me right now, but I do not think they cleared $200 million worldwide in the 4-day weekend, which is terrible. England says, Jesus Christ, the comments just keep jumping around on me. Let me go find it. Somebody had a message restricted, so I won't be able to get to that. England said, keep the pressure up, girls and boys. Hit them where it counts, the pocketbook. If they say it's franchise fatigue, mention MCU. Hashtag Soycott is strong. Absolutely. There was another one that just came in. Soren says, Solo trilogy, bye. Pando movie, bye-bye. Yes, that's what was so important about this. I will definitely, I'm going to be giving shout-outs to Star Wars Theories Vader Project. Daniel, I want you guys to definitely look into this. Go over to Star Wars Theories channel right now. Watch his, I don't know if he's still live streaming, but once you get done watching this one, go over to his channel, watch the replay of his live stream. This Vader fan film sounds incredible. I have been invited to be in the fan film along with Star Wars HQ, the Lore Master. I want to be in this movie, but we need to hit fan funding to make it a reality. So please just go over there, watch his video, and then there's still like 26 days for fan funding. Check it out. This is a huge project. I've talked to Theory personally. We are on, we have a great relationship. I'm not going to give any information out about him, so don't ask, because I respect his privacy. But watch the video upload. This fan film sounds incredible, and I really want this to happen. So we just need we need all hands on deck. Gator Guy, Rogue One was proof that Disney could make a great Star Wars movie. It's a shame they have chose to go the way they have. Well, I've told you all this. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Rogue One. I liked it. I definitely liked it. Just didn't love it as much as everyone else. I've only seen it twice, 2 or 3 times, and I need to watch it again. I've been telling you guys I'm going to watch it again, and I will watch it again, and I will update you guys on my thoughts on it. Fanatics of film, we need to campaign against Star Wars fatigue. Yes, we do, because that's the narrative they're pushing right now. They are pushing the Star Wars fatigue narrative to try to make excuses, because this is what they do. They make excuses after excuse after excuse. When reality slaps them in the face, they don't want to own it. They don't want to sit there and have a conversation with you. They simply want to make more excuses up along the way. It's a never-ending rabbit hole of excuses, and it's just ridiculous, and we have to fight against these stupid narratives if we want to make a difference. We have to fight against it. All right. And I see let's see, we're at 344 likes. Actually, I don't even know if I want to hit 1,000 likes. Like I said, the last 3 streams, the moment we hit 1,000 likes, the stream crashed. So I don't know if I want to hit, if we hit 1,000 and we crash, I'll start another stream up. But the last 2 times we were almost at 2,000 viewers and this happened. Very frustrating. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm going to say P. Ariza, BR_Druid. I just hope people keep it up for episode 9. You and me both. And I'm definitely not going to be, and as long as things continue how they are, I will not be letting up, and I will be driving this ship all the way to episode 9. Jedi Cody, bro, we, the fans, run Lucasfilm now. Yes, we do. 100%. Ruben Sanchez, my name is Ruben. Please send a shout out to how Ryan Johnson ruined Christmas, and love your videos all the way from Anaheim, California. Well, Ruben, thank you so much. I've seen you comment several times on my videos, so I appreciate the support. And Ryan Johnson ruined Christmas. He ruined Star Wars. He ruined everything. And that was the beautiful thing about, I love Star Wars being in December because I love Christmas time. And Star Wars with Christmas was a beautiful marriage. And luckily, Ryan Johnson came in and he decided, hey, I don't like Christmas or Star Wars, so I'm going to destroy both. And that's exactly what he did. And we can't let him get away with this. Trying to find it. Benny Warren, what happened to the people that wrote books? Did Disney kill them? There's so many talented people out there that can help tell a good Star Wars story. There's so many out there, yet they're not getting the ability to tell these stories because Disney is so focused on finding the agenda-driven people that fit their social justice quota. And that is the problem with forced diversity right there. There's no problem with regular diversity. Nobody has a problem with diversity. I have a very diverse team at Geeks and Gamers. I've made this point clear many times, and it's not intentional. I didn't go out and try to check mark social justice check marks to create my team at Geeks and Gamers. I just happened to find people that were passionate, knowledgeable, and that I trusted, and they just happened to be diverse. Extremely diverse. More diverse than Lucasfilm is right now, but I don't get on the soapbox preaching about it because that's not what it's about. I don't bring people out and introduce and go, hey, look at my lesbian person I have working for me. Look at my women. Look at my black people. Whatever. Who cares? It's really aggravating when that happens. R. Kelly, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day. One of the great lines in cinema history right there, President Whitmore. Cameron McGregor, when Incredibles 2 is out, Solo is dead on arrival. Yes, it is. The Mr. Pete channel, I'll give you a dislike, brother, so you don't crash. Thank you so much. England says, when they say Memorial Day weekend is tough, remind them of the previous box office hits, but really remind them this is Star Wars, which premiered A New Hope, and on this same, both of those films premiered on the same day. Sorry, the chat's jumping around on me. Joseph Doyle, I need to get my laptop set up here so I can pull just the chat up, the super chat separate from the regular chat, but I'm on my phone right now. I'll get that. I'm going to get that fixed, so don't worry. Joseph Doyle, do you think Disney's purchase of Star Wars turned out to be a total wasted effort, and can it be salvaged in any way in the future? That's a great question. Voorhees67 says Ryan Johnson is worse for Christmas than the Grinch. Yeah, so at this point, it's hard. I hate to say it, but if you're talking about just from a film standpoint, yeah, I mean, Disney's been terrible for Star Wars. They've been terrible. The one thing I'm holding on to right now is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which again, this is a completely personal biased choice because I'm a huge fan of Walt Disney World and of theme parks. And so I can't wait for Galaxy's Edge. This is something I've been waiting my entire life for. It's a Star Wars theme park. But when you look at the entire picture and how everything is played out, it's just better if these films just weren't ever made. That's the truth of the matter. And that's how it has to be approached at this point. Christopher Burkhill says, hey, Jeremy, what's up? Have some of my worthless Australian shekels. So many comments. Soren says, do we feel bad for Ron Howard, though? I love Ron Howard. Ron Howard's a national treasure. He's just... he's a casualty of war at this point, and it is what it is. Ron Howard will be fine. Nobody's going to hold this Solo project against Ron Howard. He's a made man in Hollywood. This is going to be chalked up to just a bad day at the office, and basically he went in and took one for the team anyway. Nobody's going to look at Solo and just say because of the box office performance that Ron Howard has a stain on his resume. That's just not possible. Ron Howard's a great director, and we all know the problems. So... England says, as a side note, the retiring head of Disney Films Distribution, Dave Hollis, doesn't buy the franchise fatigue spin. I heard some comments about that. I need to do a little more research on that. Count Zorov, let's rename Retard Johnson to Darth Soy. Darth Soy, I like it. I like it. Daniel Payne, can't wait to see the sales numbers tomorrow. Kathleen Kennedy is going down. I hope so. I hope so. Richard Zavala, I think that's saying it right. Not gonna lie, these lunatics being in charge of a Boba Fett scares me. Boba Fett movie scares me. I've loved Boba Fett since the 2nd grade. I can't get excited for anything they have going on right now. I can't get excited for one single project right now. Not even the Filoni project, but that's more or less based around the art style and the animation and the era. I don't doubt Filoni. But this is bad, guys. Like, this is really bad. They have to address this. They can't just ignore this. They really can't. We have we have a year and a half before the next Star Wars movie. 2019 is a major year for Lucasfilm and Star Wars. They really, really need to figure this out. You're coming off The Last Jedi underperforming and breaking the fan base. Battlefront 2, regardless if I like it, it was a disaster. Battlefront 2 was a complete and total disaster. And then you have the situation with Solo, which is another complete and total disaster, even worse than Battlefront 2 and The Last Jedi. 3 straight F-ups. 3 straight now. Major F-ups. Battlefront 2 was supposed to be a massive opportunity to win back the fan base, and they didn't. They completely screwed it all up. Now, a lot of that has to do with EA and not necessarily Disney, but it doesn't matter. They're still responsible. And so, Battlefront 2 a disaster. The Last Jedi broke the fandom. Solo is a flop. 3 straight massive problems. And the only thing that's been good in Star Wars recently is Rebels. And Kathleen Kennedy has nothing to do with that. The only thing that's been even remotely good within Star Wars recently is the one thing Kathleen Kennedy has no involvement in. She didn't do any interviews talking about Rebels when they were wrapping up the series finale and everyone was loving everything that was happening. Kathleen Kennedy's nowhere to be found because she has nothing to do with it. That's a Filoni project. The only thing good in Star Wars right now is something that's being handled directly by Dave Filoni. Think about that one. Cal Zaroff, EBS read today from an article that was saying Tico will be more present and featured in episode 9. Gasp. Seriously? Oh my God. I had to find that article. I know Ethan's loving that. I'm holding Ethan personally responsible, by the way. Thomas Gilkey, sing solo tomorrow to see if it's any good. Hope you guys stay safe down there. Thank you so much, Thomas. Appreciate that. Ross Irving, thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Mr. Poro says, good evening, Jeremy. Good evening, and welcome to all the new subscribers. We have gained a ton of subscribers in the past 2 days, so I want to welcome all of you. Every night, 6 p.m. Central Time, I try to go live. This week is going to be a little tricky because I'm doing some traveling this week, but I do have a surprise for you guys on Wednesday night, so be ready for Wednesday night, 6 p.m.'s live stream. It's going to be a good night. I promise you that. It's going to be a nice surprise for everyone. Jonathan Wilson, will this put pressure on JJ for episode 9? 100%. The pressure is definitely on JJ. And again, there's so many factors that play into this. There's so many factors. There's I think that episode 9 may get delayed. I really think that it may get delayed. Now again, there's still more time. We need to see how this all plays out with Solo because again, Solo could pick steam up in the next couple of weeks. Like I said, for everything that has been said and done, I like to call balls and strikes right down the middle. It appears to me that Solo has a better reception than The Last Jedi by a lot. Now, that's not saying a lot because The Last Jedi was so hated. But it feels like people are enjoying Solo for the most part. Now, again, I haven't seen it, but I'm just gauging the community as to what I've seen. So we still have to figure out what's going to happen first. But I think if Solo continues to go into this tragic situation of failing miserably, I think that they may delay episode 9. England says Clone Wars and Rebels Filoni are products of before Kathleen took over. Forces of Destiny is her slop. 100%. I tried to watch Forces of Destiny. It's unwatchable. It's absolutely unwatchable. And if the connection starts getting choppy, let me know. We do have this storm passing over, but we're not getting the bad part of it yet. I love this screen name. The Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. That is a fantastic screen name. Kathleen Kennedy ruined soy sauce for me. Means less diversity in my food. Okay, that's good. Not only do you have a great screen name, Kathleen Kennedy ruined soy sauce for me means less diversity in food. You see, Kathleen Kennedy, you are ruining diversity in food. Oh, that's great. Lauren does not know the surprise, and that just shows you right there how good this is going to be. Robert Maxey, thank you for the super chat. I served 4 years in the Marines and grew up in Alabama, and I'm also about as far leaning as you can get, and I hate what Lucasfilm has done to Star Wars. I just want a good story. Shame on you, Kathleen Kennedy. Thank you so much for your comments and your super chat, Robert Maxey. And that's exactly right. There's this narrative that it's only conservative white guys that don't like what's going on with Star Wars, and that is identity politics being played. That is them dismissing the opinions of everybody that's not white, and that is bullshit. They don't want people to know that women are upset. They don't want to know, like with Jesse Milestone, who is on this channel, Anna, that Star Wars girl who's on this channel, Caroline, who's our Patreon manager with Geeks and Gamers. All three of those strong women, really outspoken, all hated The Last Jedi. They don't want you to know that because that kills their narrative. They continue to run with this narrative that it's only one select group of people, and it's bullshit. It's people from everywhere. You go to my video from yesterday where I was talking about Kathleen Kennedy's worst nightmare coming true. Look at the comments. This is what I love about our comment section on YouTube. I love when people tell me where they're from, what their background is, just so it shows. Not that I care, because I could care less where you're from. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. I don't care about your political affiliation or your religious beliefs. All I care about is, do you agree with what I'm saying? And if you don't, let's have a conversation. But number two, I like it when people identify who they are, show who they are. That way people are seeing, hey, it's not just what the mainstream is saying. That's what I love. So the comment section on that Kathleen Kennedy video is beautiful. England says, JJ can't fix this. Remember, he turned Han into a deadbeat dad that flies around in his ancient space hot rod with his high school drinking buddy. I bet he doesn't even pay galactic child support. Random person, EVS made a hated EVS made a hated character somehow seem popular. Disney should get him a check helping push Tico stuff. Charles Anderson, remember they are doing Indy 5, sad face. Yes, very sad face. Captain Wiz, your channel has inspired me to create content and start writing my own sci-fi fantasy comics. Hope to send you a copy one day. No identity politics in my stories. Much love. Much love right back at you. And what's up, Stephanie B? I see you in the comments. I see you. Adam Smith, Star Wars Down Under is better than the new stuff. Thank you for the super chat. John Harding, so glad Kathleen Kennedy didn't go near Knights of the Old Republic. Well, don't give her any ideas, because she will. Voorhees 67, J.J. Abrams' mystery box method of filmmaking won't save him for episode 9. He finally has to answer questions. Payback's a bitch, ain't it? And the Riddler, I'm telling you right now, Lucasfilm is going to double down. They won't wake up until episode 9 opens under 100 million on a 3-day weekend. Oh my God, if that happened, that would be catastrophic. That would be a catastrophic failure. Now let me touch on a couple of things. Let me back up here since we're caught up on those super chats, and I appreciate the super chats. Let's see. There was a comment that I wanted to give a little more context to. So it was England's comment. It was okay. So I don't know how much JJ had involved with the story outline of The Force Awakens. Now again, you guys know I do like JJ as a director. As a person, he can F off. I think the dude's an idiot. But I know when he said he came in, they had already established that they wanted the new characters to have the focus, and they wanted to Disney had already laid out the fact that they wanted the new characters to have the spotlight, and they wanted the old characters to be in the background, and they were really intimidated by Luke Skywalker, because every time Luke Skywalker would show up on screen, he would outshine everyone. And my thought was, of course he is, because he's Luke Skywalker. Why would you not want to have Luke Skywalker in your Star Wars movie? But that was Disney's marching orders to JJ when he came onto the project. They had already thrown George Lucas's original script away. So again, I don't know how much JJ had to do with all of the story outline. Obviously, he had a lot to do with writing the script and everything like that. But again, I just don't trust JJ at this point, based on the fact that he's such a little coward when it comes to Kathleen Kennedy. I trust JJ Abrams if he's handed something and he can have full power to do what he wants. I still trust him from that standpoint. Like Super 8, I love Super 8. I love his Mission Impossible movies. I love Lost. I love Fringe. I love a lot of his stuff that he's done. I don't trust him because he's a beta male and he's going to listen to whatever Kathleen Kennedy has to say to him. And that's what's disappointing about it. Count Zaroff says, rumor has it that they already decided starting rewrites of Episode 9 after Solo bombing. I can believe that. I definitely can believe that. They should just have made the Zahn trilogy. Yeah, but what would they have done with that? What type of liberties would they have taken with it? That's the scary part. Hall-bitten lifelong liberal Christian hated The Last Jedi. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for letting us know, because that's the type of things it's everybody. Disney, if you're so interested in diversity, if like you claim you are, which you're not, you don't care about diversity. You just want to pretend that you claim about it. But if you want the true diversity is the people that are pissed off at Star Wars right now and what you've done. That is the most diverse group of people that you can find, and you need to start pandering to them, because it's every single type of background, race, religion, everybody. It's sexual orientation, everything. That is the diverse group, and you claim you want diversity. Well, you've got your diverse group right there, and they are fed up, but you guys, you're not really worried about diversity. You're worried about virtue signaling. That's what you're worried about. Alrighty. Let me see if I can catch a couple of comments in here. Dead Schooled says, at Geeks and Gamers, I started my own channel thanks to you. Please listen to my solo review. I'm going to screenshot that now, and I will see if I can remember to look at that. And thank you for letting me know, and I'm happy that I helped inspire that. We helped inspire that. Thank you so much for that. Carlo Alberto says Dave Filoni is the new president of Lucasfilm. Hopefully that becomes true. That's what we all want. That's what we all want. People say you can't please Star Wars fans. I would argue 98% of all Star Wars fans right now are asking for Dave Filoni to be the president. That's how you unite Star Wars fans right there. Give it to Dave Filoni. I've said this many times. Let Dave Filoni spend about 2 or 3 weeks straight with Kevin Feige. Let Kevin Feige show him how to run a major studio, like Kevin Feige has done such a wonderful job at Marvel Studios. And then we all know Dave knows the source material better than anyone. And that's, you have it right there. Boom, end of discussion. And that's what we need. Mupti, JJ said he loved Rian Johnson's The Last Jedi script so much that he wished he had been the one directing it. Again, I know this, it's not like he was going to come out and say he didn't like it. JJ Abrams will do whatever Kathleen Kennedy tells him to do. That's my entire point. So whether he really felt that way or not is irrelevant. JJ is never going to be an honest person when he's talking to the media. He doesn't have the balls. He doesn't have the manhood to say what he really thinks. All he wants to do is get up there and say what he thinks he should, what the powers that be want him to say, and what he thinks is going to get him the political points he's looking to score. Again, all of that is irrelevant. As a filmmaker, I do like him, but he is a weak person. He's a very weak person. Darth Hater, breaking news, Kennedy's maiden name is Palpatine, the Dark Sword. So her name is Kathleen Palpatine. That actually rhymes, and it's not that far off from reality. Kathleen Palpatine. I can't believe I haven't thought about that yet. That's so obvious, but yet it hasn't happened. We've heard her in so many different things, but I haven't heard Kathleen Palpatine. That has a ring to it. Gamer Girl 5317 says, bring back the Aussie Tauntaun Kangaroos. Good day. Robert Maxey, one more thing. Roll mother effing tide. That's right, Robert. Roll tide, sir. It's Towley, seen this coming since episode 7, and thank you for giving me a new hope for Star Wars. No problem. Axel Jessen, they say diversity, but I think they mean tokenism. Yes, special treatment. That's what they want. They want special treatment is what they want. Tope Daddy says, CNN quote, Misa called Jar Jar Abrams Binks. Misa, your humble servant. I saw it on internet, so it must be true. P.S. Go Blue. A Michigan fan. All right. I like Harbaugh. Harbaugh hasn't done exactly what I thought he would do at Michigan, but I just love Jim Harbaugh. He's such a great personality. Aries13, thank you for the super chat. Yurching, I'm a lifelong female Star Wars fan, a left-leaning liberalist, and I was left feeling down by The Force Awakens and despised The Last Jedi. Boom, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the diversity you're looking for, Disney, but why do you continue to ignore it? Because you don't care about diversity. All you care about is pretending you care about it. The more people try to tell you how much they care about something, the less they really care about it. Because people that care about stuff just do stuff. Count Ludwig, I live in I live in Vincent. I can't even say the word. Vicinity. My God, I can't read. I live in the vicinity of Seattle and at an AMC theater in the city's University District, a rich hive of SJW scum and villainy. The 7 and 8 p.m. showtimes for tonight's are less than 40% full because SJWs do not go to movies. They don't buy toys. They don't support anything. Tell me this. Do you really see social justice warriors camping out for episode 9, 8 hours early, having conversations, sharing stories of Star Wars, talking about their favorite movies and video games and characters and theories? Do you see that happening? I know you don't. I'm just saying. Does anybody? No! Social justice warriors don't do that. Like I was at Star Wars Celebration last year. People literally, hundreds and hundreds of people slept on the concrete floors overnight just to see a 2-minute trailer of The Last Jedi. That is dedication, and social justice warriors will not do that. But yet that is who the mainstream companies continue to want to pander to. Explain that process to me. At what point will they learn? Ghostbusters 2016, you pandered to them, and look what happened. It failed miserably. So, all right, I got off a tangent. I'm sorry. I can't believe I didn't say I didn't read Vicinity right. Harmonic Shredder, Filoni's first act, hire Nolan to direct a Ventress movie. Man, I've always said, I mean, again, I'm the biggest Nolan fan on the planet, and I've always said I don't really want Nolan for a Star Wars movie, but the more you guys throw these ideas at me about these lesser-known characters from the pop, or from a pop culture standpoint, yeah, like somebody said a Cad Bane movie from Nolan, and I think that would just be incredible. I could see the Batman Begins dark feel of a Cad Bane movie in the prequel era, and same with Ventress. That would be incredible. It would be incredible. There's no doubt about it. England says Kathleen Kennedy needs to be demoted. I'm not even sure she's capable of running Jedi Academy at Hollywood Studios. Perhaps she could be a janitor at Star Tours. Also, Vols overtied in my dreams, admittedly. Right on. That's what I'm talking about. Respect to Tennessee. Now that Philip Fulmer's gone, respect to Tennessee. No issues here. Daniel says the new Star Wars lack the mysticism and real dark threats like Vader, Emperor, light side, dark side the old ones had. Even Rey and Kylo with their real mysticisms stories would explain a lot. Swade 77, and and this is a great point. This is simplified for you right here, right now. Star Wars is not special anymore. There's nothing special about it. Absolutely nothing. There's zero special about this universe that we have now, and it's so sad because this is a special universe, this is a special mythology, this is a special fandom, and these new films have nothing special about them. They are as generic as Michael Bay's Transformers right now. They are nothing more than a blockbuster meant to make money and sell toys. There is no depth, there's no soul, there's no personality to it. It just feels generic, and that is what sucks more than anything. That is what really hurts the most, I think. England says social justice warriors are more concerned about misogynistic butt coverings on video game characters. You are 100% right. If a social justice warrior cares about something, you know that something is probably doing something right, so go support it. So if they're complaining about something, immediately go, whatever they're complaining about is probably doing something right, so I need to go support it. That's how you need to do it right there. By the way, we are at almost 2,000 viewers. That's a new record for us at Geeks and Gamers here for a live stream. 2,000 viewers. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining our live stream. We're at 842 likes. We know what happens at 1,000. Guys in the comments, keep me posted, because when we get close to 1,000 likes, I'm turning my Note 8 on. Shit, man. You guys are about to do it now? That thing just jumped up. Oh, crap.